Jamal Murray.
Bro, that was bad. Jamal Murray, bro, when you're coming in from the bad playoff performance and the Olympics was a shitter, at some the expectations for him to get an extension and get an All-Star appearance, it looks horrible.
Yeah, he has 7 points on 13 shots with 3 turnovers in the Olympics. Man, that shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
And Team Canada was talked about like, oh shit, we're gonna watch Shea Gilgis and we're gonna watch Jamal Murray at the backcourt. It's gonna be like some entertainment. It's gonna be some of the greatest basketball we ever watched. That shit was a disappointment. Also, like with Jamal Murray, now the responsibility on them has fucking increased, bro. They lost a lot of key guys since that championship run. Bruce Brown,
Correct.
now
That
KCP.
bench is thin. Those role players are
Yeah, that
thin.
bitch is thin. Mike Malone does not like to play younger guys. That team might be cooked. Like Jokic will keep it afloat, but that team isn't a top three team, bro.
And they could have re-signed KCP. The ownership doesn't want to give up the money. They gave Michael
Yeah,
Porter Jr. too much money on that contract. They have another bench player that they don't even use. They paid him a good amount. It's not looking good. And Jamal Murray, yo, he couldn't really separate during the Olympics. That was interesting. He didn't look fast. He didn't
no,
create no separation. It was weird. I was like, what happened to Murray?
bro. It seems like since his injury mid-season, it's been difficult for him to really play up to his natural flow.
Yeah, they're gonna have Jokic getting mad skinny playing out here. He's gonna be playing like 40 minutes, 43 minutes a game.
And you have to bet, like, bro, Christian Braun has to be a guy who like steps up big time. Like he has to play in. He needs to improve on both ends of the court. Be a good two-way player that they're gonna miss with KCP.
Yeah, didn't they get I believe the Denver Nuggets, one of their draft picks from this offseason. He got hurt for the year
Yeah,
during summer league, I think.
yeah, him. And then you also got Peyton Watson, who's kind of coming into what third or fourth year now. So he's also expected to really step up off the bench. And obviously Russell Westbrook, we kind of have to see how he plays off the bench too. He's been on and off since kind of like since kind of since his prime has ended. He's been on and off. Where you don't see Russell Westbrook of Oklahoma City Thunder, obviously, but you also see that Russell Westbrook has kind of struggled to adopt a new role.
Correct. Yeah, they re-signed Darko Saric.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, the Denver Nuggets, the way they've been moving, I'm wondering if they're gonna really capitalize on Jokic's like the remaining prime years. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pivot because Jamal Murray, he's eligible for a 4-year extension this offseason.
yeah.
So Murray getting that $200 million deal for 4 years, it's really gonna hurt this team. It's actually gonna put them above that threshold in the cap.
And I know the Nuggets are going to try to lowball, like for sure, because the way they waited for him to recover from his ACL tear, they're going to try to lowball him big time.
Yeah, I mean, what's really messing them up is that Michael Porter Jr. deal. It's
Yeah,
too
and he's
high.
untradeable. He's untradeable because you're talking about a player who's kind of one-dimensional. Like I think due to
Correct.
injuries, he's never going to be a he's never going to be a great defender due to injury. And his offense is on and off because he doesn't really have a bag.
Yeah, no dribbling bag. Not really the best. Well, he's decent at rebounding, but I don't know. It's
For his size, for his size, his position, he's a decent rebounder. But you're asking for a guy who spot up shoots to be, to be your main player. It's not a good look. Like you just shot yourself in the foot because you don't have much flexibility when it comes to how he plays basketball.
Yeah. Did you hear about their coach? He recently
Mike
had
Malone.
a little back and forth tiff with the front office.
But yeah, I saw that with Calvin Booth.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with him. Like the way they've been moving, they've been way too conservative, trying to save nickels and dimes, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of their offseason moves have been killing this team very slowly ever since I believe like 3 years ago. No, ever since
Uh,
they won the championship. My bad. Ever since
ever
they won
since
the
they won a
championship.
championship. Because that championship, it seemed like they went all in with the Bruce Brown trade and these kind of these kind of moves they made. But now it seems like, bro, they're much more conservative. They're happy signing my like DeAndre Jordan for the fifth minimum contract. They're happy with signing Russell Westbrook for a dirt cheap contract. Like this is how they're moving at this point, and it's kind of questionable because you have one of the best coaches in the league, and you have one of the greatest centers of all time. Why aren't you capitalizing? Why isn't the Nuggets improving to beat the Celtics? Because you're only, let's be honest, the
Nah,
Nuggets are only facing the
wait,
Celtics.
hold on. Don't even look at the Celtics. They can't look that way. They gotta focus on the T Wolves. They gotta focus on OKC. They gotta focus on some of these teams because they're deep. These
Yeah.
teams actually got deeper during the offseason. And they
Well,
got
bro,
younger and faster.
my thing is, bro, I'm looking at three teams that are like Western Conference like finals contenders. The Nuggets aren't in that conversation for me,
Nah,
and I assume for you
I,
too.
I,
We're
I
looking
would
at,
say because they have Jokic, I would have to put them in there.
bro, but like, all right, as of right now, how everything is structured, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at the Oklahoma City Thunder with Alex Caruso and Hardenstein, better. You look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, got a couple of rookies to fill off their bench, and you got your core five, core six guys, better. And then you look at the Dallas Mavericks, who's added more talent to their roster, better. So for me, it's like, where do I fit the Nuggets? The Nuggets are like fourth seed as of right now, in my opinion. Maybe even fifth, if depending on how like the Kings play basketball, the Suns play basketball, and these
Let's
kind
not
of teams.
forget that season that Murray was out, Jokic still led them into the playoffs.
Yeah,
So, you
no,
know,
they're a playoff team.
yeah,
But my
and,
thing
and
is
then
like,
Jokic creates a lot of matchup problems for some of the teams that are on the top of this conference, like the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think they match up well with a big center like that. You know, taking guys down low, you know, pick and pop, you know, picking guys off with passes. They don't match up well with Jokic, man. The Mavericks even still.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
like,
it's gonna wow, the top of the West is gonna be interesting. OKC, Denver, Minnesota, Dallas. That's pretty much how I have the top of the West.
yeah, 100%,
And
bro.
the
And the
Suns.
Nuggets are
I'll put
gonna
the
have to be
Suns
the
in there
middle.
too. I'll put
You
the
got the
Suns in
Suns.
there.
I got the Kings.
Yeah, if Kawhi stays healthy for the whole year, I'll have to put him up there too. The whole
Well,
Kawhi and Leonard situation, man, it's
dude,
unfortunate because this guy the trajectory that he was headed in was all time, man. Like had it not
yeah,
been for these injuries, this guy could have been Finals MVP on 3 different teams. You know, multiple rings. He could win like 4 or 5
and
rings.
also an MVP, like
Yeah,
damn near MVP in 2017. He was up there for an MVP consideration.
yeah. This guy was headed. I mean, defensively lock you down while
Yeah,
being one of the most efficient offensive players on the floor. And Kawhi is deadly, man. I mean,
bro, that
look at
quad
the
injury
middle of
screwed it
last
up.
season for the Clippers.
Yeah, that quad injury cooked them, bro. And dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't view the Clippers as an ugly roster. I thought Derek, what's his name again, man? Derek Jones Jr. was a good signing. Chris
Mm-hmm.
Chris Dunn, these two-way players. But my thing is like, these two-way players are only good having a main star to play off of. If none of these main stars are there, they're cooked.